last touch base. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to update this information real quick. So here's a link that we want to go. And then obviously, look, this is just a spreadsheet that I'm using to make things work.
Right.
If you want to do stuff here because you need to, make things work, absolutely, go for it, right? So 6462 Tujunga. Parcel report. Notice I pressed control click, right? So this is the link. I'm just going to drop it in here so I don't have to do it again. I don't want to redo things. So the job is copy all, control A, control C, paste in this cell here. Excel is B9, right? The dollar sign means something different. It's okay to contents overflow, and then boom, done. Okay, that's great. Some weird shit going on here, don't care. Next, ZMIS raw. Just control S, save. Also save out the parcel information. I know, I want to go into a new tab. Let me just write new tabs. Use new tabs. Save out parcel info under assessor parcel number APN. Okay, so first of all, we type in this 6462 Tujunga. It's possible that it's not in LA City, but it is. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. Okay, expand all items. So manually, this is manual, expand everything. Cool. You could expand these too, but I'm lazy, but we should later. And so the idea here is you need to read and understand all of this. Kind of annoying, but that's part of the process. So again, let's do this. Let's make this small. Okay, not that small. And I'm trying to improve the template, right? By talking to you, by explaining it to you, I'm hopefully seeing things as well. Alright, so I'm gonna copy, select all, copy, paste at A7. Alright, so I'm gonna click here, Control A, Control C, and A7, gonna go paste. Okay, cool. There's a bunch of little things. Don't care. Alright, now we're gonna go to assessor raw. Okay, we're gonna go to a new address. Oh, I also wanted to save the APN. So that's the APN. Basically, we know we're here. How do we know we're here? We looked at the APN number, but also mainly we spoke about it in the meeting over there, so you have a better idea. But otherwise, I would also ask for like Google Maps and other things. Parcel map done. Go to here. Let's look at the assessor. Assessor is where you pay taxes. This is a county base, so sometimes ZMIS and LADBS would not show up if it's not LA. Like Inglewood wouldn't show up. So let's go back in here. Let's copy the APN. Where's the APN? Oh, under here is probably showing up already. APN, paste. Let's search for it. Cool, you see it. So now the next step in the assessors is expand everything. You want to copy the summary and building and land characteristics. So this is the summary, and this is the building and lands thing, and then you go from here. Just copy everything to here, copy, and then we'll just paste it here. Done. All right. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that information should have been imported to this tab. Anything that's green is something that I've kind of looked at quite a bit in the past, So I'm confident it brings everything in.
Right.
Everything not in the green is we gotta work at. So this format is then something that we can use to export into something. So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna go back in here, we're gonna paste it. Oh no, that's not what we're doing. We're gonna go back in here. Yes, we're gonna go into cleanup. We're gonna just copy this section. And then we're gonna just drop it in here. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna archive this section here. And this was building information. This was Mariposa. So this is the beginnings of the next version of that. I should have done the. So go back in here, copy this, go in here, paste this. And we can't just directly paste because some of the formulas disappear. So you want to paste values and that'll just paste information. So then we can qualify this a little bit first. Let's qualify this. Okay. So I don't know what these are. These are little research. This is the address. Yeah, that sounds about right, right? We look at the APN. Is this the right APN? Yeah, seems about right. Is it the right RD 1.5? Doesn't say that. But let's look over here. Yeah, RD 1.51. Is it tier 3 TOC? Yeah, it is. Okay, so you should go through this process and qualify it.
Right.
And then some basic information, basic lot. R3, RD 1.5. It's over here. This is your density per dwelling unit, so I can put 5 in here. And then we're going to try to put one more in the attached ADU. We think it's 45 feet tall with an unlimited number of stories. We think it's a R3. We think it's a 3-to-1 ratio. And then we need to populate the sizes of the lots. And this one's actually real tricky because this one, as we saw, had a curved component to it. So it's going to be like 50 by 128 or something. So we're going to do 50, 128. So this is kind of what we should be looking at. 50 in terms of sizes. But even this should be quantified because we know it's curved. So I'm just going to delete these, right? I know there's problems with that one because of the curve. Setbacks. This is a little trickier. It's a key lot this time. So red is actually good for the formulas. I fixed this one. But yellow needs to be qualified. So with this one here, because it's a key lot, I think I'm gonna change this one to be the setback would be 10 feet. Key lot. Wait, is it key lot? 10 feet. Let me see here. Going back. I don't know. I don't remember this stuff. And we shouldn't, right? RD 1.5. Actually, it doesn't say. RD 1.5 is just 5 feet plus. So it's really 5 feet plus 1 story. So I think what I had was right. This is good. And then rear setback is 15 feet. I think that's still good. The rear setback is 15 feet. Where was there key lot information somewhere? I don't know. I lost it already. So ignore that. Proposed stuff, calculate passageway, 12 feet, ADU, open space requirements, none if we're doing less than 5. And then, do we need parking? No, we don't need any. And then, do we need attached ADU? No, because we have, that should not be automated. This is, if it's tier 1, then none. Otherwise, manually verify. So this formula isn't quite right? Because it's COT, we think there is, so we'll have to check that. Alright, so now we have the spreadsheet here. What do we do with it? We take this information, we select it, copy it, and we drop it in here. Delete everything. Okay? So you copy all the cells. I think there's a functional difference here too that I need to look at. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to follow the directions. It says go to Word, paste them. Go to Table, Ribbon, Table Layout, Data Panel, convert to text. And then copy them again and drop them into Revit. So Word, paste. Alright, we're going to select everything. Go to Table Layout, convert to text, and drop them in tabs. Tabs with tabs. Yeah, it's AutoCAD. So now here in Revit we should have Tujunga. Right? So your Tujunga is not you didn't copy and paste from another project?
I took Mariposa.
You did? Okay, so when you did Mariposa, you took off all the work sets. When you import, they say discard work sets? You said that.
Right.
Okay. Which is fine for now. In the future, don't worry about that. Okay, so A1 is where I drop my stuff in here. I'm gonna just copy this, go in here, and then I'm gonna paste the Word document. Nope. Let's go back to Word, copy paste, go back to here, delete, paste. Oh, look at that, that's strange. Let's try it again. Paste. Okay. So that is the Word stuff that you just put in. Just add some let's add some spaces so you can actually see this. Gradually, I would love to have this automatically be generated, so it's nice and organized. This one's probably too much. So this is something like is easy to do. Doesn't really need my input. You should be able to. At least do this. I keep it red because unfortunately with this type of stuff you still have to validate, right? Like junk in, junk out. But at least it looks nice. It looks like we have okay. Yeah, there's some errors, there's some misalignments going on, probably should fix that. Can fix that later, don't really care right now. Okay. Okay, alright. And that's good, we delete this, we drop this over. So now you have Tujunga spreadsheets done. Save and close. Okay. So the next step is to create the options that Sean did. I keep these open for now because they have this part of it. What did you do so far?
It's the A5 pumpkin study.
Okay.
I didn't rename it. I just expanded the canopy on all sides.
So first of all, this is 50 by 165.
Yeah.
Great. But it's not quite right. Yes, because we have to put this in.
Oh, that weird
Yeah.
curve, right?
Yeah. So And it's not. So for now, we're gonna rough it, right? This is gonna call it 30. We're gonna rough it. But when we get the site survey,
Right.
which we'll show you with Normandy,
Mm-hmm.
which you'll do is quite more precise.
Mhm.
But let's look through here first of all. We've done the project summary sheet, right? Now, in starting out, we are in Revit now. So, did you save out the initial email into that folder too, by the way?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that is important because I want to capture that type of information. I think I did actually. I did. So yeah, see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just in case, because
Yeah.
you do not want to look through emails
Oh,
if you
it's
haven't to.
annoying, so.
And I'll just name this as email. Alright, and then we have the project summary. Now set up sheets. This actually, we don't need to set up really that much sheets. Skip for now, as we already have enough from the existing templates. So I'm gonna say latest is Tujunga. And I'm just gonna say here updated 6/12. Update is 6/12/24. Okay. So I know how valid and important this is. Use area plan viewports. Skip, as we have that for A1 through A5B. Alright? You want to create the property lines and setbacks and set up schedules. Okay, so first of all, and then schedules we can skip too.
I figured.
Skip as, but we will need to refine it. See here. So we're not there yet. For later, as we go, once the test fits successfully pass through internal committee reviews.
Have a good day, you guys.
Alright, Jamie.
I'm going to the new factory.
Oh yeah? Take some photos for us.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna send, I was actually thinking about sending you out one of these days to just see the progress.
You want, I'm gonna put can lights in your space, yeah? Dimmable can lights?
Oh, you ripped the drywall out too.
Or do you want linear ones that fit flush up in the bay? I'm putting linear ones out in the,
DFOs.
yeah.
I would say if they're as nice as this, yes, linear ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this is really better for fit seams.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back. So here, let's map it out. I'm just going to throw this on my left screen here. We go into Revit. This is the property line. Somewhere in here, there's a 17 feet, right? And then on top of that, oh, there's some information already that's problematic.
Oh, the radius is 20?
So the radius is 20, but remember we were talking about 18 feet?
It looks the same.
But it says 17 here, and it's a 15 here and a 3 here. So for to be cautious,
Right.
what we need to do, yes?
Real quick.
Yeah.
The coffee bar,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna end up being 8 feet, not 11. And so I'm gonna do 2 bays of pull-outs and then drawers. Do you want me to do anything else different? I'm gonna have a garbage underneath. I'm gonna have I also have a space for an under-counter refrigerator. So it'll be two refrigerator doors.
If anything, try to avoid. I mean, if you look at our kitchens, which I printed and I haven't picked up, We're trying to go with the horizontal drawers as much as possible. But it sounds like you need doors and you need fridges, so I defer to you on that.
Okay.
Yeah. The Are you guys buying RTAs from IKEA or Home Depot?
No, I'm having Sally do it. I don't have time for any of that shit.
Okay.
I'm paying Sally to do it all.
Okay.
I'm not.
Can we get a design from her before we?
No, she's gonna give us a 3D
Yeah,
design.
let's get that.
I'm going to meet him right now. The guy that's gonna measure everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go meet him right now.
Yeah.
Then I'll get a design from
Yeah.
her. I'll ever send it to you. I'm not saying to anybody else.
Yeah, I get that. Is this the latest?
Yeah, that's the.
What I printed out yesterday?
You mean last week?
Not yesterday.
That's right. I'll have him 3D render it and send it to you.
Yeah, preference is for sleek drawers than like cabinets and doors. If we do have cabinets and doors, let's just do a top row of drawers. Similar to this. Okay, cool. Alright, so one of the things that we should figure out is what is the distinction between property line and parcel map, right? So, property line, parcel map, and setbacks. So, right now, this is showing, I'm going to show exactly what this shows. No changes. So, it's 18 inches here. Alright, 18. And then it's, I'm sorry, it's 17 here. It's 30 here. Okay.
I'm sorry, is that for the front or for the back?
I don't know, which way is this? I'm assuming this is north.
I'm assuming that this is the front.
Why? I'm looking at the site portion here.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I probably just.
Sorry, this is north.
overlooked it.
If this is north, right, then this would be north, right?
Yeah.
You would never, okay, so north typically goes up
Yeah.
or to the left.
Right.
Rarely do we have north to the right,
Mm-hmm.
although as I say, I realize Browning north is to the right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also because the previous Browning was right.
Mm-hmm.
Typically to the left. And it's, but we should clarify, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should say something like north arrow, right? Then you can't screw up.
Right.
Okay, so let's assume here this is on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make 30 feet. I'm going to trim this one, right? And then here it's a radius. Alright, and the radius is 20 feet, which is really funky. Because when it's 20 feet, it should be like this. So I'm going to split this SL, split first, make it delete, and then do a trim to this side, because if you don't split you can't trim, right? So now this is the right shape, okay, and that's the property line, okay? So for now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in and delete these lines because I don't think it's valid right now. And then this is the property line, setback line. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go dim this one here, it's 15, 6, 6. So let's say this is a 4-story project, so it's 7 all around. And then there's a 15 feet here. So actually what I'm going to do first is 18 feet. That's the expected cutout. Even though this is here, I expect it to be different.
Right.
Which is fun because the city always, the city has their own ways. So it's a 20-foot radius. So also I expect the radius to be different. This I get from my just personal bias, right? I could be dead wrong about that too. Okay, cool. And then from there, we want to set back, offset this 15 feet. Alright? And then we set this one offset 5 feet. Sorry, 7 feet. Okay? And this is the setback corner of this thing here. Alright? So that's what this is going to be. And I'm going to just keep these two lines as dashed lines out here because I think these also will exist. So now 165, this here, and let's just put a north arrow here. Would love to have an actual north arrow, but in lieu of this I'll just use what their default is. You know what should be nice is if there's a plugin that does this and allows us to search families really quickly. I think there is actually. Annotate. Alright, I don't think I can do that. So let's go in here, annotate, family. Okay, maybe it's not a family, maybe it's something generic. Alright, this is annoying. Arrow. Oh, there was a north arrow in here. Cool. Alright, I'm going to delete these other north arrows because I want to keep it simple. Cool. Alright, so we have a north arrow, we have this here. This is the ground floor plan. I have column 5. Okay, so the next step is what can you do in this? Alright, I'm going to back out and let you work on it for a little bit. Yeah, and then I actually think though you should not use A5 as a starting point, but rather A1.
Okay.
And A1 should still show this correctly. Yeah, I'm going to delete all of this. Well, yeah, let me just delete all this. And then you can add notes or something separate for this, right? Let's see here. I'll let you think about that. And then what I'll do here is look at Sean's email again. And his email is, his option 1 is going to be row towns. Okay, so we're going to be town 1, town homes. Three stories with no parking. Okay, and then I'm going to do option 1B. I'm going to call it 4 stories with parking. Okay, and then so this one here, it's no longer this. Sorry, this one here is. I'm gonna rename this one. Rename 4 stories. I'm gonna duplicate this. This is actually 3 stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has a slightly different setback. And I'll just set it up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I'll set it up for you for it to be successful. So that means move 1 feet here and move 1 feet here. So this is what it looks like with a 3-foot setback, or sorry, 3-story setback. Okay, and then the other one is a 4-story setback, and that is with. You need to be on that other call too. So this one is a 4-story setback. All right, so that's option 1. And then option 2 is 2 buildings. So this one's actually option 1B. Probably could call this option 2 and option 3, but let's say this, option 1B. Ugh. So we're setting out things high level, so we don't have to think about it later. Option 2, it's going to be stacked flats without parking, and then option 2B, stacked flats with parking in rear with parking in rear. Okay, alright, so that's the marching orders. See what you can do with it. I'm going to actually do a save, and I'm going to get on the other call.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is it just you and I right now?
Oh, I think Jimmy just hopped on.
Okay.
Is there a Samantha Campbell also waiting in our lobby?
Yeah, let me let her in here. Admit all.
Get water.
Samantha, did you get in?
Yes, I'm in. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. No worries. We'll just give it a minute. I know Adam and Sean will probably join late if we're still on the call. I'll just say this now. It's probably going to be a very short call. Hey guys, Adam. Hey, Adam, how are you? Good. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Alright, I'm out of the model, so you can go into it.
Just giving it.
Can you rename Tujunga to be the street address? Do you see how the other files are with the street address on it? Just save it as V2 for now.
I'm here too, Scott.
And then that'll be helpful.
Great, Scott. Thank you.
Oh, also, we should change the street address, change the title block too. So,
Kind of convenient for giving them a minute because my computer restarted just literally 2 minutes ago.
update title block with project address. Update sheet names with options with goal with Sean's requested options. Additional options at a future date. So basically what we're trying to do here, oh, I should stop my call.